And these are all just, we don't know what the truth is because the Australian government won't tell us.
And there's no transparency.
G'day, everyone. Welcome to The Bothy. I'm Chris.
G'day, I'm Al.
Interesting story came out last night, mate, after we just marched for Australia.
Yeah, it's like, we don't even need to look for stories, mate, because they're there.
No.
You don't have to go very far to find a decent story.
Exactly right. Well, I reckon 4 or 5 of our watchers and subscribers sent this to me last night.
Right.
Including Paul. Cheers, mate. And others. So I had to look into it. So I've done some digging today, found a really interesting video that we're about to have a look at. But in case you don't know, a story has come out in India that they are going to be a part of building 1 million houses in Australia with Indian labour, and they are going to send hundreds of thousands of Indians to Australia who are going to get qualified here and then build as urgently as possible the 1 million homes that we need to solve our housing crisis.
Who do you think's getting first dibs on them?
The Indians. I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So let's watch the video and then we can come back and have a bit of a chat.
Been in continuous dialogue with Australia, and now they inform us that there is a shortage of 1 million homes in Australia. 1 million homes, which they need to build like yesterday. That's the sense of urgency. And they want to invite all of you. They are willing to help with financial support to help you develop your businesses in Australia. They're willing to allow you to take all the different technical expertise, whether it's masons, electricians, plumbers, whatever professions or skills are required to build those 1 million homes. They're willing to give full access to Australia from Indian experts, Indian skilled labor. They're also willing to train them in the initial period so that they get certified for Australian standards. And if we miss the bus, if we don't catch this opportunity, we will only have ourselves to blame. Somebody can do the maths, particularly looking at Australian costs of construction and costs of real estate. Just do the math on 1 million homes and you'll realize the mind-boggling opportunity. You could have hundreds of thousands of Indian labor go to Australia, lakhs of people who can go there, help to construct good quality modern buildings. Our architects, our professionals, engineers, structural engineers, all of them will get new opportunities. The financial sector will get a boost.
So that's a bit of an eye-opener, mate. That is the Indian Minister for Commerce and Industry, who was deep in negotiations with the Australian government that don't know anything about it.
He looked like an Indian Mr. Burns giving it a bit of that. I was like, Jesus.
They're talking about it being a $500 billion project funded by the United Arab Emirates.
Really?
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, and India.
So India, United Arab Emirates, and we seem to be more pally with China. What does that say?
Does it spell BRICS?
BRICS.
I don't think there's a K, but it's BRICS. Yeah.
I wonder if Trump knows about this.
I don't know, mate. I wonder if we gave the Americans the opportunity to fund it. I'd say not because they haven't spoken.
No.
I think Comrades Albo and Wong are steering us down a different path, mate.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Well, they like the Chinese way of doing things, don't they?
They do. So I've got some questions.
Yep.
Do WorkSafe just turn a blind eye once these houses start being built, mate? Because we have standards.
Yeah.
And our builders have to go through a 4-year apprenticeship. Now, these Indians that come to Australia aren't going to go through a 4-year apprenticeship, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have to go through a course.
Yeah. Probably a 6-month course.
Not even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens then? Do these houses meet the Australian standards? I wonder if we've looked at offering the same thing to other countries. There's plenty of POMs trying to get out of the UK at the moment.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Heaps.
Wouldn't they love to come and be a builder?
Oh, yeah. But the problem with coming out here, when I came out here, you had to have, I think, 95 points out of, I don't know, minimum was 95 points you had to have. It was virtually impossible for the average guy to get out here unless you were like one of the trades they were after.
Right.
You just couldn't get out here.
Right.
Unless what they're doing is they're getting these people out and they're going to pay them less than what the Aussies are getting to build the same house. and then they're going to sell the houses cheaper. And that will keep maybe a certain amount of people happy, but in the long run, it's going to bring the wages down quite a bit.
That's a good point. Hadn't thought of it from that point of view. It's interesting we heard this through, I think a lot of it was first spoken about on 3AW yesterday in Melbourne.
All right, so we came across this issue this morning on the Economic Times of India. This massive plan, $500 billion, thousands of Indian workers being imported. The idea is we build 1 million new homes in Australia. I can't believe the federal government hasn't talked about this. Our next guest, Chief Economist and Co-founder at Macro Business, Leith Van Onselen. Good morning.
Yeah, g'day, Tom.
Is this real, do you think? I mean, I've had a text from a very senior ex-politician who said he knows this Indian minister. He is respected, articulate, sophisticated. If he's talking about it, it is real.
Look, I'll be honest with you, Tom. When I first heard this, I thought it was satire because it's the sort of thing you read in The Onion or, the Batuta Advocate, that sort of thing. But it was reported in the Economic Times of India. Now, that is like India's AFR. So it's a serious newspaper. And, I'll just say, Tom, if this is true, this is highly cynical and it's disturbing policy from the Albanese government.
Then when you go digging, it's on the front page of every Indian newspaper, mate. And then you find the video of the Indian government representative talking about it.
It's like, what was the thing that Alba said when he got in? Transparency.
That's what Australia needed.
Yeah.
Open and honest politicians.
Where's your transparency now, Alba?
Yeah.
Eh?
We are determined to repay that trust by demonstrating a commitment to transparency and integrity. We need to have transparency in the process.
You're still denying it today. In fact, the government at 9:30 this morning, the minister who would be in charge of this negotiation says he doesn't know anything about it. So one of two things is happening. Either they're not telling him even, or he's lying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be hard to believe they were lying.
No.
But then again, it wouldn't be hard to believe that they haven't told him. So he has got the right to denial and say no.
So let's say a couple of 100,000 Indian workers, builders, plumbers, electricians, architects, designers, whatever. Let's say they do come to Australia. Where do we house them?
Hotels.
Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking, mate.
Yeah.
Hotels. Here we go.
Well, where else are we going to put them? We
There's
don't have
no
enough houses for anybody anyway.
Or do you just say to them, build quickly and the first
10 houses, you get a house each.
more than 10?
Yep. And then they'll bring their families over. And then I heard today we only bring in 180,000 immigrants a year.
No.
Well, that's what he said.
No.
Are you calling him a liar?
Who said that?
Somebody, one of the ministers, I don't know.
Right.
It might even be an Alba, I don't know.
Right. That might be what we've said this year we're going to bring in 335.
He said 185. He's not including all the students and all the rest of them.
No, well, there's 290,000 students coming.
Jeez.
That's just been approved for 2026. They've just upped it by 25,000. It's going to be the largest amount ever.
See, they just don't tell you the actual truth. They
No.
tell you part of the truth.
Yeah.
And then if they added everybody on, then you'd see that amount go up.
Yeah.
But they just...
There are sections of the numbers that they don't include. All you need to look at is the net immigration. These are the numbers I look at when I look at the ABS. I look at the long-term immigrants to Australia, and I deduct the long-term immigrants or Australians leaving long-term. That's all I look at. There's no tourism involved.
Basically, the money we're going to borrow is going to put us $1.5 trillion in debt.
And this is where it gets dangerous, right? Because it's being funded by another country, evidently. And these are all just, we don't know what the truth is because the Australian government won't tell us.
And there's no
Transparency.
The story says that the UAE will fund it, and obviously as the government sells the houses, the UAE, or as the houses are sold, the UAE will need to be paid back. They've probably got a bit of interest on it, but yeah, $500 billion.
Yep.
We can't afford to
No, we
fund it.
No.
No, we're a basket case.
Yep.
So let us know what you think, everybody. Is this the solution to our housing crisis? It doesn't feel like a solution.
No.
I don't understand why we haven't gone really hard. If we're going to spend $100 billion ourselves, go and get apprenticeships.
Yeah.
Go and give instead of coming out on bail and having to report to the cops every day, start a bloody apprenticeship.
Yeah. Give them something to live for.
Mr. Stabby.
Yeah.
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 Here's an apprenticeship with a career at the end of it. Kids,
It seemed to be a lot better when you had that trade school.
Yeah.
The trade school
TAFE.
was brilliant.
there's still TAFE, but it's nowhere near like it
not the
was, mate.
same.
And when we were growing up, there were always programs to help kids that had either gone a bit off the rails or didn't have any direction or just wanted it. They weren't academic.
Yep.
Yep. Now you can still go to TAFE school, but it's nothing like it was.
Yeah.
And these kids don't seem to have those same
Look at all the
opportunities.
kids running amok these days. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them would rather be doing something legit.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly
maybe
right.
not.
Or maybe
I don't
not.
know. But like, at least
Probably
give
make
them an
more.
option.
Probably make more money building a tobacco shop down than
Give them an option, mate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then maybe some of them will turn good.
I'm sure a lot of them would. If you said, here's a regular wage,
Yep.
you don't have to burn anything down or stab anyone in the face. Yeah. Happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Anyway,
good.
Yep. Let us know what you think. Is this a solution or is this just adding fuel to the fire that we've just marched about? Please let us know what you think in the comments.
Yep. See you guys.
Say up.